Hey everyone, Creeper here. So today we're going to be covering a video Fracture Light made on me. And by that, I mean they recorded the lines 2 years ago and I edited for them a little while ago because I thought it would be funny. There actually isn't much I actually want to talk about in the video, but we can just jump straight into it.
Oh baby, baby, how was I supposed to know that something wasn't right? Oh baby, baby, I shouldn't have let you go. And now you're out of sight. Show me how you want it to be.
And as you can probably tell, I'm trying to use more keyframes and I even did an intro card. I want to try to get better at editing, so I'm actually trying. Anyway, we should probably talk about the context behind this video. So this YouTuber who used to go by I See Is Lazy, they no longer online to my knowledge, made a video supporting a known neo-Nazi. I made a video talking about how cringe that was. He responded to me calling him cringe. I responded to that response. Then he responded to me responding. Then I responded to him one last time. Well, Fractured Light covered the final response. But as I stated before, he never released it. He only recorded the audio. So a little while ago, after he said he found the audio, I decided, hey, why don't I try to put this video together? And I did. And it's an alright video. Like, the video I made on I See Is Lazy is not great, so it's not that hard to make points against it. But there are a few things I thought were a little silly. Do we really need all these big YouTubers when they do all the same content and repetitive and aren't original? At this point, I'm sick of Dream and his content.
Even though I do agree that Dream's content is unoriginal, it's the same stuff, Minecraft YouTubers copy everything. You did the same stuff, you literally made topic commentary.
Did you even watch the video? I said big YouTubers! I have 1K! I'm not a big channel, you brain dead moron!
That's kind of just splitting hairs though, since the size of their channel shouldn't have an impact on how derivative their content is overall. It's a double standard applied based on size. But let's suppose this wasn't the case. Big channels inevitably do have to start out small and grow over time. Regardless, this doesn't change the fact that you suggest we don't need repetitive content while making repetitive content yourself, which would therein mean we don't need your content either, even if you're not big. Since that doesn't change that someone could be sick of your content, or that it's, and it doesn't make it less repetitive either.
My only problem with this is that I was specifically talking about there being no need for larger channels to create this type of repetitive content. I agree with the idea is that big channels start off small, and therefore they could start off by making this type of content that's repetitive, but at the time I believed that they should grow out of it with more experience as well as channel growth. At that time, I didn't believe that people with larger channels that make this type of repetitive nothing content deserved all those subscribers. I was fine with them starting out that way, but at the time, I just didn't believe that they deserved that much subscribers. At the time, if I was to get that many subscribers, I wouldn't have believed I deserved it. In fact, I don't really believe I deserve 2,000 subscribers.
It's hard to take in your points well when it's got an additional insult attached to it. I don't know, I feel as though there's only so far you can go before it gets to feel like you made the video primarily out of spite.
The only reason I was really insulting this guy was because he was insulting me a lot. I don't know why Fractured Light doesn't really call this out, because Fractured Light does criticize Icy later in the video for raiding a Discord server and calling people the N-word, so he does criticize them. I just think it's weird to only call me out on this, when in reality you could call us both out on this.
Just made a video saying that vegan teacher got banned for a whole minute or something.
Correct. One of my videos literally was me saying how the vegan teacher got banned for a minute, because sometimes I do simple, just quick news videos.
Your entire fucking fanbase would already know that vegan teacher got banned. There's no need to make a 1 minute video. You add nothing new to your fucking videos, there's no point.
You can't cover a topic because some people might know it already.
Icy's point is that since your audience already knows about it, and you add nothing new, that the video is pointless. Not necessarily just that people might know it already. Now, while Icy's point is an assumption at best, since there's no way of knowing who's in your fanbase and who will know this, your way of responding to it was to strawman the point. And as for the news video excuse, since I find that one to be particularly bothersome, vegan teacher getting banned is not necessarily something of high importance. So while I would be fine with this point if it were referring to a video, say, talking about a predator, in the confines of something fairly trivial like this, the video does come off as much more pointless, since there isn't really a benefit that your video brings, unlike bringing awareness to something serious would. I'd buy this maybe if you were the first one to talk about it or had a much bigger platform than most people talking about it, but from what I can tell, you weren't and you're not. In other words, dinosaur chicken nuggets.
I'm a little confused on the argument being made here. It sounds like The argument Light is making is that news videos should only be made on what they personally perceive to be important, such as predator allegations. Or that news videos should only be made if you have a large enough audience to get your point across, which I just don't really understand. News being perceived as important is subjective, so if I perceived that vegan teacher getting banned was important, I could talk about it. Perceiving things as important is completely subjective, so I don't know why you are acting as if there is some objective standard of importance. Also, I just don't understand the idea that only larger creators should be talking about this. If you believe something's important, you should want people to know about it, even if you are a smaller channel. Maybe I'm missing the point here. It's a little confusing, I'm not gonna lie.
So, I was editing the video and wanted to add a line, but there is a lot of noise going on, so I cannot record right now. Light talks about how subscriber count does not matter when making this slop content, but now larger YouTubers should be the only ones making this content.
Anyway, that's all I want to talk about. Obviously, Fracture Light doesn't stand by this video. I mean, they never released it. Anyway, that's all I want to say. Creeper out.
Socialism is when the government does stuff. And it's more socialism the more stuff it does. And if it does a real lot of stuff, it's communism.